Hi guys, how's it going? All right, I'm just getting set up here on Instagram as well. We're going to be talking about 6 ways that nutrition plays a big impact in fertility health. And I'd love to hear where you're from, where you're coming in from while I get this set up. I had it set up, but we'll get started in just a second. Hey. Sorry, I had this set up and it just dropped it when I went to go live. Okay. Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everybody is doing well. Okay, so today's class topic, whatever, that I'm going to be talking about is 6 ways that nutrition has a big impact on fertility health. Because this is one of the main pillars of fertility health that I talk about, and it's for good reason. But the 6 things I'm going to talk about today are beyond just nutrients, right? We all know that nutrition is important because we need to eat. We want to eat a healthy diet. I would love to hear where you guys are from. If you want to put it in the comments below where you're joining me from, that would be awesome. Okay, so the first way that nutrition plays a really big role is going to be with hormone production and having the ingredients to make hormones. Hormones are such a big deal. They are everything to do with fertility. They run your entire cycle. They impact when you ovulate, your uterine lining. Hormones are a part of every single action happening in our body, even beyond reproductive health and fertility. So eating foods that are specific to help to support hormone health, and also avoiding certain foods and avoiding certain things in your diet to affect hormonal health in a positive way by removing those things. Let's see, we've got Morocco. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to Morocco. Marilyn, hey Mary, how's it going? Annette from Ontario, Canada. Awesome, hi Annette. Ireland. Guys, I'm going to go visit. I'm just going to go like on a big tour and visit all you guys. I'm going to come stay with you guys. Idaho, I actually want to go to Idaho too. New Jersey, London, would love to go. Chicago. You guys are awesome. Okay, from the UK, hey Zamir. Atlanta, Michigan, awesome. Hello, everybody. Okay, so the first one was hormonal production. So a couple quick things on nutrition for hormonal production is going to be making sure you're eating enough healthy fats and that you're eating a diet that is high in fiber. That can be easily done if you are adding flax oil, fish oil to your diet, if you're eating grass-fed butter, and then making sure that your salad dressings are like an avocado base, olive oil base, sunflower oil base. We want to stay away from the canola, the soy oils, those types of things. They're not going to add healthy fats to your diet. But the good news is there's tons of salad dressings now available at the store that have healthy fats in them. Primal's a really good company. I'll do a post later on about my salad dressings, but there's so many companies making them now. It's really exciting. So hormone production. Also fiber. Fiber is going to be found in whole foods. Anything that is unprocessed is going to have fiber in them. Vegetables, fruit, especially fruit with the skin on it, beans, whole grains, all of those are going to help provide you with fiber. If you want a goal of daily fiber, just aim for something, this is just to help support you, not saying, I'm telling you exactly how much fiber to eat. I personally shoot for at least 27 to 29 grams of fiber a day, just something to kind of consider as you're reading labels, learning about what you're eating, all of that. Oh, it would be great to meet you guys too. That would be so fun. Oh, you're from Grenada in the Caribbean. I'm from St. Croix. Michaela, that's awesome. Okay, so number 1, hormone production. Florida, I love Florida. California, yay, I used to live there. Wales, oh my gosh, hello. Finland, hey Emmy. And Australia, hey Danny, I'm definitely going to be going down to Australia. I'm starting to make so many friends in Australia. I absolutely love it. And from Nigeria, hello. Okay, on to number 2. Hormone metabolism. So one of the ways that nutrition plays a really big role for fertility is going to help with hormonal metabolism. I touched on that in just a second ago with me going on and on every single day about eating fiber. Fiber really does make a difference when it comes to helping your body's natural ability to get rid of excess hormones. This is something your body already does. So if you're supplying it with enough fiber, that is going to be happening. Also making sure that you're drinking enough water. Yeah, it sounds super simple, but it makes a big difference with cervical mucus production. It makes a big difference with the functioning of everything in your body, helping your body to naturally detoxify. That's going to help support hormonal balance and hormone metabolism. The other side of the coin of that is also making sure as much as you can to eat foods that are organic, or if you're not able to make sure you're washing your fruits and your produce so that you can get as much of the pesticides off of them. The other thing is to, as much as you can, to eat grass-fed meats. When you're eating meats, reach for free-range, grass-fed, organic as much as you can. That's going to make a difference because some of the chemicals that are sprayed on food are going to have glyphosate in them, amongst other herbicides and pesticides that have way too many studies showing the correlation and connection to increased estrogen, reproductive issues within the next generation. It can affect babies while they're in utero and so on. So as much as you can, kind of move away from that. I know not everyone has access to that, so at least wash your fruits and vegetables and just be doing things to help your body to process all of that. The third way that nutrition makes a big impact on fertility health is one of my absolute favorite ways, which is antioxidants. Antioxidants are our little soldiers. They help protect the health of your cells. They help protect the integrity of your cells. And we have to remember that the ovum, the egg, is the largest cell in a woman's body, and sperm is also another type of cell. So we want to have that DNA integrity intact and not affected negatively by the environment, by different things like the xenohormones coming from outside, from stress, from poor diet, poor circulation, and so on. So diet, by flooding the body with antioxidants on a daily recurring basis, you're going to have a wonderful layer of protection. The thing with antioxidants is you want to have a wide variety of them. And you need to have them consistently in your system. You can't just take antioxidants like once a week and then you're going to be good for the week. They need to be consistently in your blood. So getting them through your diet and through supplementation is going to be the best way to do that. How do you know if a food has antioxidants in it? Well, there's two different types of antioxidants. So the water-soluble antioxidants are going to be found in fruits and vegetables that have vibrant colors. So just eat a lot of colors. That's why I love smoothies so much. That's why I love salads so much. Adding those to your day, making sure there's plenty of color. The richer the color, the stronger in that type of antioxidant that you're going to be getting. So I love berries. Berries are lower on the fruits, on the sugar scale, and they're very rich in antioxidants. So like cherries, blueberries, acai berry, wolfberry, blueberry, berries. I absolutely love those. Another place to get antioxidants are going to be fat soluble. So that's going to be like our vitamin A, our vitamin E. Those are going to be coming from healthy meats as well as healthy nuts and seeds. Those should be eaten raw so that the antioxidant vitamins and capabilities of them are intact. Heat will damage them. So making sure you're flooding the body with antioxidants. The fourth way that nutrition makes a big impact on fertility health is going to be reducing inflammation or helping the body deal with day-to-day inflammation. So when it comes to natural health and it comes to supporting wellness in your body, inflammation plays a role in kind of everything that's happening. Fertility and, fill in the blank for other areas, immune system things, all kinds of things. So it's always good to be addressing inflammation and helping the body in its natural process to reduce inflammation. This is, again, something your body naturally does. So if you're supplying and helping the body by eating foods that help deal with inflammation and also avoiding foods that are causing inflammation. So let's talk about those two different categories real quick. The first is foods that are going to help reduce inflammation. These are going to be a lot of the foods we already talked about. So foods that are high in antioxidants are also going to have be naturally rich in anti-inflammatory compounds. So eating a wide variety of whole foods is going to be major. Essential fatty acids are great for this, as is fruits, vegetables, lots of colors. Now, on the other end, there are actually foods that can aggravate inflammation or cause more inflammation in the body. For some people, that's going to be nightshades. For some people, that might be gluten. For some people, that might be dairy. Now, it's not across the board. Stop eating this. Don't eat that. It doesn't work like that. Everybody's going to be different. So, for example, myself personally, I can't eat nightshades. They cause an instant inflammatory response. The older I get, the worse it gets. Like, I can't even smell a bell pepper anymore. It's so sad. Or like tomatoes. And my husband and I, we own a 2-acre farm, and we grow thousands of pounds of tomatoes a year. And I can't really eat them because I have this thing with nightshades, but it's fine because I would rather not have the inflammatory response. A lot of people are fine with tomatoes, right? So that's just something you have to explore. Something more recently, right? Like gluten-free is such a fad. Everyone's like, why is everyone going gluten-free? It's helping a lot of people. My son has digestive issues when he hasn't eaten gluten and he's gluten-free. Big difference in his mood, big difference in his digestion. You got to just test it out for yourself. I, on the other hand, actually do perfectly fine. I can eat any of that and I don't see a kind of response to it. So you just test it out for yourself. It takes about 2 weeks where you're like cutting something out, see how you feel. That's the easiest thing. If you don't see a change, then that's not the thing. So those are the two aspects when it comes to helping us support healthy inflammation within the body, inflammation response. The next way, the fifth way that nutrition plays a big role when it comes to fertility health is going to be helping to build a healthy lining of the uterus. So this is going to help encourage implantation. I get a lot of people who write in and they ask, my uterine lining is thin or my uterine lining is thick. And the way that they know that generally is because they're getting ultrasound, they're preparing for medical treatment, and they've just been given kind of this news like, oh, we're going to, kind of transition or change the timeline because of this. Or someone has really heavy cycles or really short light cycles, and that's another way that they might be aware to this happening. So one of the things you can do when it comes to nutrition is by making sure you're eating enough iron, you don't have nutritional deficiencies. Nutritional deficiencies are actually very common in our modern culture. And I know people would think that it's not because all you hear about is like sailors back in like the 1940s having scurvy. That's like what most people hear about with nutritional deficiencies. They're actually really common because our diets are full of processed foods and our soil, a lot of soil is nutrient deficient because of the mass scale that we're growing on. So what we can do is we can just be aware of that, making sure that we're eating as best as we can. We're human beings, right? You don't need to be perfect, just like 80% of the time doing really well, right? So helping to build the lining of the uterus. So making sure you don't have nutritional deficiencies. One way to find out if you might have nutritional deficiencies and you might want to go on to get testing done that's free is there is an app called Chronometer. And basically what it is it's a food tracking app. So you would weigh your food, you would put it in the app. And you would do that for like a week, right? Just be like religious about it. Yeah, it's a pain in the butt, whatever. Just weigh your food, put it in. And then there's a part where it'll tell you the amount of vitamins, minerals, fiber, essential fatty acids, omega-3, 6, 9, vitamin A, vitamin C, the whole thing. It's going to be an estimate, obviously, because you didn't do it in a lab, but it's going to tell you how much nutrients you ate that day of each thing. So that will give you an idea if your diet tends to be kind of low in a certain nutrient because of, you kind of the same thing every day or whatever it is. So then you've learned that information and then you can go find out which foods are higher in that nutrient. So for instance, you might find out, oh, I'm kind of low in folate. That's pretty important for fertility. Or I'm kind of low in B12, even though I eat animal products. Or man, my fiber is 5. Heather keeps going on and on about fiber. I might want to eat some more fiber. And I personally do this to check myself because I found out I was low in omega-6. I just assumed omega-6, fine, but I don't need any of those processed oils, so I don't get omega-6. So now I'm just aware of that and making sure that I eat foods of that. So it's really empowering and it's free, right? So then you can make the shifts and then you can do another week of tracking and see where you're at. It also is amazing because once you put in, like if you're doing some type of multivitamin or nutritional program and you put that in and you're like, oh, wow, that does make an impact on my daily numbers. It kind of gives you a gauge on what you're doing nutritionally, if it's helping and so on. So back to lining of the uterus. So when there's thin lining, you're wanting to just build up the system. You're wanting to build up the blood, protein, iron, making sure you're eating a healthy diet. If you have too much, if your uterine lining tends to be thicker, then you're just going to want to help the body to, with its natural ability to metabolize excess hormones. And we talked about that before. So learning from your body's constantly talking to you, constantly giving you signs. Okay, I'm going to look at comments real quick, so I don't ignore, because I want to interact with you. The name of the app is Chronometer. I think Chronometer, totally free. Oh, thank you, Anise. Yeah, love that app. I track every day. That has been one of the biggest differences that's been made for me. Okay, and I'll just save questions for the end. Christine wants to come and join me as I visit all these places too. Let's do it. I love traveling with friends. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Okay. Yeah, some vegan restaurants use pure gluten as meat. Yeah, and it's for some people they're perfectly fine with gluten. It's not. It's just one of those things that people are becoming more aware of that they can try for themselves and see if it's a factor or not. If it's not, don't do it. If it is, there's so many there's so many alternatives in the store now. Even mainstream stores, like for my son, he still gets bread, he still gets bagels. They're made from other grains. They're still whole grain, but they just don't, they use other things. So we're living in times that make it a lot easier. Okay, last one, number 6, the 6th way that nutrition plays a big role on your fertility health, helping to protect the integrity of the egg and sperm health. So I have women and couples who write to me. How can I help prepare for my medical fertility treatment? How can I improve the health of my eggs and all of that? So I always talk about antioxidants. But then there's the other group of people who don't mention that, and they're focused on maybe some other type of imbalance or other way they want to support the body. I still talk about egg health and sperm health. The ingredients that you're working with to make your child, you want to have the best chance possible for those cells to be healthy. There are so many studies of different antioxidants helping to support the integrity of cell health. So me personally, I think this is something that everyone should consider, at least in their diet, if not in additionally supplementing for their overall health, but to help protect the integrity of egg and sperm health. Because you're taking the time to prepare, which is awesome. One of the greatest gifts you can give to your family, your future child, and your pregnancy. You want to have a healthy pregnancy. You want to have a healthy birth. You don't want dietary factors to have, effects on your birth. You have taken all this time to prepare. You want to make sure that you go as long as you can through your pregnancy so that you don't have preterm labor, all these different things that nutrition has been shown to make an impact. So right now is the best time to make those new habits and to make those changes. And it all boils down to actually something pretty simple, which is eating whole foods. It's not, we don't cut out food groups. We're not focusing on any type of crash or fat. I really like to keep all of the food groups intact in the diet for preconception care, for pregnancy, so that you have options and you don't get hungry and reach for something that's going to fill you up with nothing, basically something that's processed or something that's high in sugar. So those are ways that nutrition can make an impact on your fertility health. There are a lot of other ways, like when it comes to blood sugar balance. There are other ways, but those are the main ways. So I hope that helps to kind of give you some insight to why that is one of the most important pillars. That's one of the 5 pillars for fertility health, and it's the foundation of everything else that you're going to do. Now, on a quick note, this week I have a class for anyone who is wanting to learn how to lose weight in a healthy, sustainable way that focuses on hormonal health, that's focusing on fertility and preparation for pregnancy. So no crash diet, we're not counting calories, that kind of thing. And creating healthy habits for healthy eating. Join me for my free webinar on Wednesday at 3 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. DM me on Instagram for the link because I was not prepared with the link. And then on YouTube and Facebook, I will put the link below this video. So you can join me. And I'm going to talk about all the different tools you can use, how to approach nutrition in a very easy, sustainable way, how to use herbs and essential oils to help with fat metabolism, helping to have healthy blood sugar levels, which is everything when it comes to hormonal health and weight loss. So that's what we'll be doing later on this week. Love for you to join me. I'm going to stay on just real quick because I see a bunch of different questions. If they pertain to today's topic, I will answer them. Happy you made the chat today. I'm glad you found the chat today helpful. That's awesome. Is it okay to mix raw root into raspberry leaf tea? Girl, if you can mix the two together and you like how it tastes, go for it. Annette, I'm going to repost this. This will be posted on YouTube so you can rewatch it, where I talked about uterine lining. She was just asking, she missed what I had said about that. Okay. And then I'm not going to answer any of the in-depth fertility topics that are off of this topic, but feel free to go ahead and DM me or send us a message. So helpful. Thank you. You're welcome. What are some examples of good fats? So some good fats would be fats from actual food sources. So raw nuts and seeds. So like Brazil nuts, cashew nuts, almonds, sunflower seeds. What are some other nuts, guys? Any nuts that are raw are going to be great. They're all going to have different profiles. There's an article on the website, naturalfertilityinfo.com, where I actually go into all the different nuts and the different types of fats and nutrients from them, because they also have minerals like zinc, which is extremely healthy for sperm health. Those types of things. So nuts and seeds, and then you've got your animal sources. So grass-fed butter is actually going to have omega-3 in it. Fish oil is very high in omega-3, so eating fish. And then coconut oil, avocado oil, sunflower oil. Sunflower oil is high in vitamin E. And we actually grow a lot. I live here in Colorado. They grow tons of organic sunflower oil here. I think that's it. I'm sure I'm missing some, but avocados. Yeah. So those are some examples. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. All right. Perfect. Okay, so if you guys want that link, go ahead and you can send me DM. Other than fatigue, how do you know if you're having an inflammation problem? There'll be kind of other signs. Some people feel more bloated after meals. There's like huge lists of ways. Some people, if it's for the long, they actually feel achy, brain fog. You'll just see if you take it out, there's certain things that will just start feeling better. It's going to be different for everyone how it affects them. Digestion, all kinds of ways. So you just would notice that you feel better in some way or another. Okay, great. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. I'm trying to keep these shorter because I could just talk forever, but I appreciate all of you, and I will talk to you again very soon. Have a great day.